Do you want to know how to attract the perfect client to your business? I'm going to share with you 3 simple techniques to make sure that you position your business to get the most attention from the ideal client you're looking for.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So many businesses out there find themselves posting for the sake of posting on social media. They don't necessarily have a very clear strategy or target. You have all these people following you, but you have no idea who they actually are. So what we want to help you do is to identify some techniques that will help you ensure that you have the right eyeballs that are coming to follow you on social media and eventually becoming actual potential clients of yours. So the first step is you need to define very clearly who your target market is. Now, you need to avoid the traditional old school approach of, oh, you know what, it's all women between the ages of 18 and 45. That doesn't do it anymore. You've got to get really intentional with not only a specific demographic, but a specific psychographic. What does that mean? I'm going to break it down for you. So demographic information, we're talking about statistical information. Men or women. What age group are we looking for? But try to really narrow it down, right? Ideally, you want to create an avatar of an ideal client that if you could have, 100, 200, 1,000 of these individuals, that would be the absolute perfect scenario for you, right? And so identifying, where they live, how old they are, what they do for work, their income level. But now we can get into also the psychological side, right? What do they like to do on their weekends? What are their values? Are they more of a outdoorsy nature person? Are they more of a city trend, fashionista? Do they like to go to, fancy restaurants? Do they prefer going to food trucks? Do they have, a family, right? Do they have kids? Are we talking about a parent or somebody who, is still, single, maybe a young professional? Do they live in the city? Do they live outside of the city? These are all considerations that you want to try to identify as part of your ideal avatar. Again, break it down as specifically as possible. It's going to get you the best results. Once you've established a very, very clear avatar or persona for your ideal client, the next thing that you need to do is to identify how your products or services are actually helping to solve the problems of that particular clientele, right? So in the case of a hair salon, you might want to look at, okay, if my ideal client is a woman in her, late 30s, and she's a professional, but she's a working mom, so she has a family, so she's very busy. She leads a pretty high-paced, stressed life. And one thing that's a challenge for her is, number one, finding time to be able to sort of relax and de-stress, and also, right, to be able to be efficient, right, not only with receiving her hair salon services, but then maybe also having tips about how she can quickly, take care and manage her own hair on those busy days that she has rushing in the morning, trying to get to work and deal with the kids. So you want to identify how your products and services solve the problem of that ideal clientele, right? And break it down again, write it down as specific as possible, different ideas, different ways that you can offer unique solutions that are really going to tap in to the true core needs of that individual. So now that you've identified who that target market is and how your products and services properly respond to their needs, now all you need to do is create content that speaks exactly that message, right? Use a tone that's going to really resonate with that individual, again, based on who they are. Find a way to speak the same language as them. You want to break down any potential barrier and show them that you understand the challenges that they're facing in their everyday life and how you can help. So it might be a series of tips, right, about how they can maintain quick, easy to do hairstyles that are great for the office, right, in a professional environment. You might be highlighting what an incredibly relaxing experience you provide, within your salon environment, so that it really can de-stress somebody who leads a busy lifestyle, who's constantly running from one meeting to the next and taking the kids here and there. Focus on that de-stressing relaxation standpoint, which might really, really resonate with that target. You can also highlight the flexibility of scheduling, right, to respond to this particular person who needs to be efficient, who might need to find specific time frames for appointments. So if you can find a way to make your company flexible in that nature and communicate that, again, you're going to resonate much more with your target audience. You're going to attract more of that profile, right, to come to your salon. And once you have more of that profile, they tend to talk to their colleagues, to their friends who often have similar lifestyles. So you will continually attract more and more of that ideal clientele, which is really going to be the best solution for your business going forward, if you've done your homework properly to define the clientele that you want, right? This is how you can intentionally bring in the right type of clients and not just service anybody who wants to walk through your door. So try implementing these 3 tips to watch your clientele prosper in a way that you never thought imaginable.